My name's Stephanie Taylor and I'm 22 years old and I studied German at Birmingham University. I'm from Leeds and language is something I've really enjoyed studying and would definitely recommend to anyone. I just took it when I was in year 8. Everyone had to study German and French at the same time, and it was just something I always really enjoyed. I found that I was quite good at it, and it was something I picked up quite easily. And I just went from there really. I did it at A-level as well for the same reasons. Just felt like it was something I could do. I didn't have to try too hard at it. But when I did, I didn't mind because I enjoyed it, so I felt like I'd just carry on learning and it was all right. I think because I work for Aldi as a trainee area manager, they liked it because obviously Aldi's a German company. So to them, I'm sort of going back to the roots of the company. But I'd definitely say that it's something that they did like. I don't think any of the other graduates had it, from what I know. And it's not something that they don't necessarily always want, but it makes you maybe a little bit different in having it because it shows that you have these skills of language to speak, being able to speak in another language, which maybe a lot of other graduates don't have. So I'm a trainee area manager at the moment, and I'm just in my year of training. And once I've completed that, I'll be hopefully working within Aldi, and I'll have my own stores to look after. But Aldi's actually becoming quite a popular, well-known company. It's growing all the time. They're constantly opening new stores round the corner from everyone. And the German owner of Aldi in Germany is actually one of the richest men in Germany at the moment. So it's definitely a well-known company, and he is definitely well known within Germany as well as being very successful. So at the moment I'm just training with them, so I just have to learn about the company and learn every single area of the company really. So from the store assistants who serve you at the store to the store manager, all the way up really to the directors and their level and the finance and the nitty-gritty side of everything. And that's just so that I can get an overall understanding. Hopefully then I'll get my own stores and I'll just be able to look after them and watch and make sure that they become as successful as possible, and watch them grow. That's the goal. I think it actually helps English people when we can speak languages because it's so unexpected by foreigners, because we're known to be so lazy and not bother. So when a foreign person finds out that an English person can actually speak a foreign language, it's even more of a shock than any other country, because we're English people, we don't learn other languages. Everyone speaks English, so why should I be able to speak German or French or Italian? And actually I think it gets you a lot further, because the second you can speak their language, I think they're so impressed that they listen to you more than they would have done had they already known that you could speak that language maybe. And I think it just shows them that you're really committed, and that you have taken the time to learn their language, which I think is always something that just impresses people all the time. You can work for any company, because any international company, because they're obviously going to be based abroad, and they'll deal across borders and with other countries, and they'll obviously need the language skills. You can work for the Secret Service, which was something I looked into, and I thought that looked really interesting. And it's opened the doors that you wouldn't expect to be opened as well, which I think is what I'm so pleased about, because I was worried that it was just going to open the doors that everyone assumes would be opened. For example, being a teacher, being a translator, working in the EU. They're all very standard options which are fine for some people, but I just knew that wasn't for me, and I was worried that would be the options that I would be faced with. But it's just so good to know that they weren't the only options, that there was other things out there for me.